Wow. Wow. Hey ladies, I am so freaking excited. Like, y'all don't even understand how excited I am. But I won my appeal that I put in with my insurance company. And as of Monday, I have been approved to continue my fertility journey. I am so excited. I'm so excited. And the reason I'm so excited is because I did this. Nobody can speak for you or speak about you or speak in reference to you better than you can. Do not be afraid to stand up to yourself, ladies. Do not be afraid to ask questions. You might piss some people off. You might make some people angry, but you have to do what you have to do in order to protect your energy. And I'm very proud of myself right now. As you guys know, I've been very transparent regarding my fertility journey. The good times, the bad times, the confusing times, the everything. And to be in this moment right now feels really good. To come on here and talk about fertility and IVF and it be positive, it feels so good, y'all. It feels so good. The end of last year and most of this year, my fertility clinic has told me that I wasn't covered for anything. They said I wasn't covered for fertility anymore. So since I'm not covered anymore, I couldn't get IUIs, I couldn't get IVF, I couldn't get blood work done, I couldn't do all of these things. And I knew that wasn't true. In that situation, I don't believe that it was the fertility clinic's fault because they got their information from a rep at the insurance company. This is when you have to do homework and you have to do leg work, ladies. You have to fight for yourself. And a lot of times these insurance customer service reps, they don't have all of the answers. They just going off of what they know or what has always been. So a lot of insurance companies don't even realize that the mandates in most states have changed. Therefore, now same-sex couples are actually covered for infertility in most states. If I remember, I'll put those states in somewhere in the information box of this video. But in most states, the mandate has changed and same-sex couples are, approved by insurance agencies. So you have to do that lead work. I did not sit down. I did not settle. I pulled out my employee handbook. I pulled out my benefits paperwork. I pulled out the paperwork for my insurance company. I went to Google. I went to Bing. I went to social media. I went to my state and contact them, and I found out all the information of my mandate. I put all of my documentation in writing. I had additional paperwork for my evidence of proof of my findings. I had pictures, I had emails, I had letters, I had everything, and I submitted it to my insurance company and they approved me. So I'm very excited. It is stipulations to my approval. I was not approved for direct IVF. I was not. And the reason I was not is because I had 3 IVFs last year. My insurance company did find that Shady Grove Fertility should not have went through with my transfer in July. They did find that that transfer should have been canceled, but it's up to Shady Grove to refund them that money back in order for me to get that cycle back. And they cannot force them to do that. So I cannot go right away into IVF. But I have been approved for my IUIs. With my insurance, I I get to have 6 IUIs. And if I do not get pregnant after the 3rd IUI, then I will have to take a test, and depending on the findings of that test, then they will allow me to do IVF. So who knows? I may get pregnant by IUI. Stranger things has happened. The chances of me getting pregnant with the IUI has increased since I had surgery. So who knows? Anything can happen. So I'm overall excited. Another stipulation of this marvelous day is, unfortunately, I will have to continue to be a Shady Grove Fertility customer. That sucks to me. I'm not gonna say it sucks, because as I've said many times, my current doctor I have with them is absolutely amazing. She is wonderful. If she was to pick up and get a clinic of her own, I would totally be her first customer. I love my current doctor. My issue with Shady Grove is everything else that I had to go through with them as a whole. Although I know it wasn't her fault, the things that I had to deal with my previous doctor and his receptionist and one of the nurses there, and all of the unprofessionalism and miscommunication and mistakes, it left a bad taste in my mouth. So I am a little scared to continue to use them. What I'm more confident by is I can continue to see my doctor at her location, and she's previously made it so that I would never be treated by my former doctor again. So that is great. If you all have ever gone to Shady Grove, then you know that sometimes during your monitoring during those few weeks, you won't necessarily see your doctor all the time. Sometimes it might be another doctor that's on call. And for myself and my current doctor, we didn't want to risk that one of those days he be my doctor. So that's a good thing. They also gave me the option, if I chose, I could switch to another location. I can go to Annapolis in Maryland. I can go to Fairfax. I think it's Fairfax in Virginia. I can go to Frederick in Maryland. I can go to the main location in Rockville in Maryland. All of those locations are inconvenient as far as being able to work and things like that, but I believe I will stay at my current doctor's location because I'm only comfortable with her and my nurse. I don't want anybody else at Shady Grove to touch me, if I'm honest. So we have that. Another stipulation is we have to start within the next 3 months, which is a good stipulation because I'm ready. I'm ready. So I'm thinking maybe January or February. Well, not so much 3 months. We have to start by April 1st. So we have a little time, but I will be more comfortable with starting like January, February, because I am in the middle of a weight loss journey. And I want to continue to lose a little weight before we start. Not a lot of pounds, but maybe 10 more, something like that. So I'm excited. Listen, this fertility journey is hard, but you have to be true to yourself first. And you have to be willing to be open and transparent that everything might not be okay. And you have to be open to the idea of having to fight for everything that you want out of life, but you be the only one standing in the boxing ring. You have to be willing to do that. And I'm so proud of myself because so many times in my life, I was told what I could not do, what I shouldn't do, what I won't do. And so many times in my life, I overcame those things. And this was the one thing that I did not think I was going to overcome. Who knows? I might not get pregnant with any of the IUIs. Who knows? I don't know. Who knows? I may get pregnant off the first IUI. You know, who knows? But I knew I at least had to try. Even if it doesn't work, always try until you are completely out of options. Always. Not with just IUF or IVF or IUI or infertility, not just with that. Just in life, period. Just continue to try. So many times in my life, I was told I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that. I became a mom at 19. I was in college. So many people told me what I wasn't going to be able to do it because I was so quiet and I was timid and I wasn't going to be a good mom. And I proved everybody wrong. Everybody. So many people told me that I wasn't going to be able to go to college and be a mom and be a young mom. I proved them wrong. Nobody told me I could. But I told myself I will, and I did. I remember when I moved from DC and PG County to Baltimore, everybody thought I was crazy. But in my mind, I knew that sometimes you need a better or a different environment to give your life a better result. And I did that. And when I moved here, so many people told me I was dumb. I was being a bad mom. I was going to fail her. I was going to do so many things. And look at God. I came here, I was able to come finish my schooling. I was able to not only have a job, but to gain a career. I was able to put my daughter in some awesome schools. My daughter became an honor roll student from the time we moved here until the time she walked across the stage. Do not let nobody tell you what you cannot do. Sometimes you have to be the only cheerleader in the stands. And if you are, always make sure you scream the loudest. Because ain't nobody gonna root for you but you. I am so happy, y'all. I'm so happy. If you are in this journey and somebody told you you're not approved, okay, you might not be. But don't just accept that. Pull out your book. Pull out your handbooks. Ask them to give you that in writing. Pull up your insurance coverage package and actually read every single page. And I don't know about y'all packet, but our packet was over 100 pages. And I sat there and I read every single one. I read it in bed. I read it when I was bored. I read it when I was on the toilet. I read it when I was on lunch. I read it when I was just here sitting on the floor, twiddling my toes. I read it and I found so many things that benefit me. Do not just settle on what somebody tell you y'all can't do, y'all. Do not just settle for that. Like, I'm so happy. I am terrified because with everything I've gone through with my fertility clinic, it would be crazy not to be terrified. But I am so pleased because I feel content, because I feel like I'm in actual good hands now. Like, I feel like my current doctor got me like this. And I'm hopeful of what could come the next few months. I don't know when we go start. If it was up to me, I would start in January. We're gonna see what my wife think about it. And I'm so happy, y'all. I'm so happy, y'all. But until next time, I'm gonna talk to you guys later. Oh, one more thing. I wanna get in the habit of making more videos and more videos and more videos. I told myself once I get to 500, I will start knocking out the videos. Once I get to 600, I'm going to invest in a camera. Like, I'm really getting serious about my YouTube game. So if it's any type of videos you want to see from me, leave them in the comment box and I'll talk to you guys probably next week. Bye.